Let's talk about hangovers for women who are old enough to know better. I'll go first. By the way, I'm Colleen, and I'm a drinking coach, helping high-achieving professional women permanently reduce their alcohol consumption by 80% so they don't have to quit. If that sounds interesting, hit the follow. Okay, so full disclosure, I haven't had a real hangover in years. But as anyone who enjoys drinking knows, sometimes you just get overserved. It happens. Being able to trust yourself with alcohol does not mean that you are perfect and that you never make a mistake. Trusting yourself means that when you do make a mistake, because you will, because you're human, that you treat the situation with compassion and curiosity. What that sounds like in my head is, oh my gosh, body, I am so sorry you feel bad. Let's get you some water and some sunlight and some breakfast so I can figure out what stop signs I blew through and what needs to change so I can do better next time. That is a very different response from how I used to be. I used to wake up with all sorts of shame and anxiety and ask myself horrible questions like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why can't you just drink like a normal person? And this has to stop. You can't keep doing this. And because I didn't really believe that I could trust myself, I'd set some unrealistic goal like I'm never drinking again. I'd push through the day, somehow getting everything done that I needed to, and eventually start feeling better, a little more optimistic, and maybe like I deserve a reward for getting through this shitty day. I'd start thinking, maybe I just overreacted this morning. I mean, that's what anxiety does for you, right? And I'd show up for happy hour right on time and repeat the whole process. This highlights the fatal flaw of using pain to motivate yourself to change. When the pain goes away, so does the motivation to do whatever you said you were going to do. The pattern interrupt that you're looking for is never how much you drank last night. Can't change that. But you can make it much less likely that it's going to happen again if you respond to your hangovers with compassion and curiosity instead of shame and planning to punish yourself. The first thing you need to do is ask yourself 2 questions. Am I ready to change? And do I believe it is possible for me to change? Assuming you do, the second thing you need to do is plot your course. Where do you want to be in a year? What are your ideal drinking habits? And what coping skills does the ideal version of you use to reward herself and relax and enjoy herself? These answers have to be clear and specific. You can't change if you don't know who you're changing into. Then, understand change is a process. Introduce one small habit at a time and build from there. Aim for no more than 5% change in any 1 week. And the first change you need to make is to stop beating yourself up because you didn't get everything right the first time you tried. Instead of focusing on what you did wrong, practice noticing the little things you did right so you can do more of those next time. If this makes sense, type compassion into the comments. Trust me when I say you can't get where you want to be until you have compassion for where you are. Anchor this idea into your body right now. Type compassion and make the commitment to be nicer to yourself. And if compassion is not something that comes naturally to you and you're interested in giving yourself the support and accountability you need to make these changes, click the link in my bio and schedule a free consult.